Okay, great. We are here at the 313 Believe show where we promote all Detroit business. And two of our guests today, we have Ulysses and David of Coif,
Hello.
Detroit. Hey, guys. And so nice to have you. You came referred to me by a friend of mine, Yakov, who we got introduced to last year when we were broadcasting 313 Believe out of the Detroit Foundation studio. And I thank you so much for coming on the show. Coif Detroit, it's a Detroit business. Tell us about Coif Detroit. Hey, we'd love to hear
It
about it.
is. Yeah, we're super excited about this. Coif actually we launched last year. And what is Coif? Coif is an on-demand, on-location styling service. So Detroit raised, Detroit bred. We are able to bring licensed hair and makeup or both to the location of clients, whether they be at home, they're from out of town, their hotel room, the hospitals, wherever the client needs to be, we can be there as well to help save the law firms. We've done a lot of lawyers, a lot of doctors. It's all about time saving and staying fabulous.
Great, that's awesome. So what about Detroit and Coif being born in Detroit makes
Kind of froze up, but we can get you to say that one again.
Wait, say that again.
Sorry, we lost you there for a second. You froze up. So.
Oh, you lost me there for a second. Wait,
Yeah.
do we have a technical difficulty?
I think we're good now.
Okay, cool. Anyway, what about the uniqueness of Detroit makes Coif Detroit extra special than other, like, let's say, competitors of yours?
Okay, well, we do have competitors, but most of them are on the essentially they're touching saltwater. So you've got New York, you've got San Francisco, you've got LA, and the apps that are out there right now that are kind of doing something similar to Coif appeal to a very specific type of higher income, higher echelon type of person. And one of the things that we wanted to do with Coif is say, look, that shouldn't be reserved for somebody who can throw $200-300 at a blowout or something like that. We wanted to actually make sure that it was available to everybody at any price point for any reason. It shouldn't be like a super special occasion or whatnot. It's just the freedom to be able to choose the time and the place when you need to look your best.
So Coif Detroit is making Detroiters look good.
Making the choices look good. I think we also joke around. It's like, for us, it's important. If you can make something like this happen in the Midwest, then everything else should be a piece of cake. We're a very glamorous city. We have a great reputation. But it's time to get back to that. We went through a really dark phase of Detroit. We went through a really dark place. And I think looking our best was not always most important. Right. Now that we have this awesome downtown, a lot going on, stadiums and arenas on every corner, great new venues, auto show. Now's your time to look the best. Nothing's going to sell you better than looking your best.
Great. Yeah. No. Absolutely. So Coif Detroit is it's a mobile makeup and hair and beauty styling service that's mobile, and it's going to make Detroiters look good. Is that correct?
That's correct. It's on demand. So our kind of our blanket is like our goal is being the Uber for hair and makeup. Yeah. Only instead of a car coming to pick you up, a stylist is coming to you. So we need to save our clients time, give them the confidence that they look their best, and send them on their way. So completely mobile. Everything's ran laptops, cell phones, cashless. Within the website itself, you secure your account and everything. So it's mobile, it's safe, it's convenient, it's stylish.
Right. And this industry has been here forever. As long as there's been stylists, there's been in-home stylists, but it's always been a sticky notes and cash. Yeah. And one of the things that we tried to do is bring that into the 21st century and take the onus off of a stylist or a makeup artist to go out there and find new clients and whatnot. So we're bringing them all the clients that they can handle, and they can pick and choose which ones they want to do. They can stick to a specific area if they want, and they can even choose different specialties that they'll only get pinged for those specialties that they've already said that they can do. So if a man needs dreads touched up or something, that's only going to ping the people that have said that they're comfortable doing that. So they have complete freedom to take whatever jobs that they want.
So let's say it's Friday, like today, right now, it's 5 o'clock, and me and my girlfriend, let's say, we want to get coiffed up. We want to get coiffed up because we've got something going on tonight at 10 p.m. So how would we reach you guys? Would you have like a Detroit Coif app, or like, let's say, would it be how quickly because you're saying that you're the Uber of these type of beauty services and you're mobile. So how could we get a hold of you guys, and how quickly, and how would that work?
Easy. It's super easy. So our app itself is in development. Right now we have an amazing website designed here by this awesome guy.
Okay.
Check us out at www.coifapp.com. Coif, COIF, app.com. As far as on demand, you and your girlfriend want to go out tonight at 10 o'clock. We are so blessed to work with a large number of artists.
Right.
We've booked jobs. Coif has booked jobs within the hour.
Wow.
If you need someone to come to your house to clean up your hairline, haircut, girlfriend wants a blowout,
Right.
you know, for makeup, you're taking her out on a date tonight downtown, the casino's just opened up, you guys want a nice 5-star dinner and you want to look 5 stars, give us a call. I can have someone meet you at the casino.
Right. What, at the casino? Wow.
We've done jobs in the ladies' night out. They get a room at the casino. They want to party. We send artists right there. They go right upstairs to their room. They unpack their kits, give them 1 hour. They're in and out, and they're out of there.
And we've actually been working with certain hotel chains about the possibility of offering, concierge level services that when you check in, say if you're from out of town and you're from Chicago, you're from New York, whatnot, you don't know the area. They're like, look, I have no idea what I need, what's around here, but I know I need this. And they go, oh, here's Coif. And, we will actually show up to the room. And at the higher end hotels, of course, where they don't just let anyone in, we've been working on direct concierge connections with that as well.
Oh, wow. That's so cool. So let's say I'm in the middle of downtown Detroit. Everything's closed because of COVID. There's not even a Starbucks to meet at. So how am I going to get coiffed up? Will you do it in somebody's car? Will you do it outside in the street? Will you do it because it's like a time.
For certain segments with Coif, there are some limitations. Definitely booking our services. The client will be notified of our terms and conditions, our prep procedures. We do ask that we are so many feet away from an electrical outlet. They wanted to plug in, their tools. In addition to, if you're getting a makeup service, they also need a special area to perform their job.
Right.
During the COVID shutdown, though, we did launch, super excited about in-home haircuts. In the salon industry, as you see, we did realize that there might be a little hesitation with people wanting to actually physically visit a salon. So we were able to launch the in-home haircuts, which some clients, like David, will get a haircut outside.
Yeah. So awesome. In-home doesn't always mean in-home. Sometimes it might mean driveway, might mean out back on a patio and whatnot, whatever they're comfortable with. So long as the client shows up with hair washed and within a couple feet of a plug, so we can plug in for buzzers and blow dryers and things like that too. It obviously couldn't be done in a car, but certainly in a little 4x4 area, you could do it on a front porch.
Oh yeah, that's terrific. So you're right. So you have to have some setup, but at the same time, it's tremendously convenient. So is the vision now? Let's say the year 2021, 22. Like I'm going to go on my phone and I'm going to have like a Detroit Coif app, and I'm just going to press it, and then bam, within a couple hours, they're going to have a Detroit Coif person show up at my house, and we're going to get coiffed up because you guys make Detroiters look good. Is that what's going to happen? And you're going to have an app?
That's our end goal right there. We say the Uber because I think for myself, when you log into the app, instead of seeing cars driving around, I would love you to see little blow dryers and makeup brushes. So even with that, like you click on that, you will see a profile of the artist. Who's coming. It's all about safety too. We're not out here just sending strangers to people's houses. Right. We're sending a Coif representative. So I need certified background checks. Yeah. Yep. And, licensed, in every way.
And so safety on that side, but also safety for our stylists and artists. That's and eventually the app, the finalized app, will have a thing where it's a GPS tag, time, date stamp for the safety of the artist and the stylist as well. The eventual, the finalized app, we even have talked about doing a sort of a digital handshake, that the person who made the request and the person coming to do the styling actually either close proximity to phones to make sure that we have absolute security both for the end client as well as for our Coif stylists and artists.
That's awesome. So you're like 21st century mobile fashion styling for Detroiters. And
I mean, it's essentially, what we love is it's bringing what's been done in the dark to the light.
Right.
Like David mentioned earlier, there's no possible way to control hairstylists and makeup artists' talent. They own that talent. A lot of their side jobs or hustles have been, like, as he mentioned, post-it notes and sticky notes, and I'll text you later when I get off work. So
Right.
Coif is just kind of like, stabilizing that process. We're kind of stepping in and saying, let us help you book these side jobs. You're an artist. You have a lot going on in your brain, as you should. You're very creative. Let us worry about the business. You focus on the talent.
Okay, so here, again, forgive me for my
we froze again. Hold on, one sec.
Did we lose you?
Okay, no, I'm good. I'm here.
You're there.
Okay, there we go.
Awesome.
All right, cool. So let's say, okay, you know how like restaurants today, they use like Grubhub, for instance. They use Grubhub. So let's say, like, would Detroit Coif maybe eventually have a relationship with, like, let's say, the 10 Nail Salon down in Detroit? I know that I've heard of them because they won some huge grant from Detroit Demo Day and whatnot. Let's say, like, so that they, like, they're closing or they're overbooked or something, and then maybe they refer out a Coif hairstylist for Detroit, and then they get a piece of the action, and you guys are remunerated because, like, maybe would there be a relationship with?
So we love relationships. Obviously, I don't think there's really ever a way to grow successfully and not have relationships. On our end, we kind of look at our relationships with salons a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
We would actually very similar to Grubhub, but you provide a tablet in the salon. So if their stylists are not busy and able to take a Coif job, the salon can be notified that there's an available on-location job.
Yeah.
So what we want our relationship with the salon is being to send their artist on location outside the salon to do a job, to possibly make a connection with a new client to bring back to the salon.
Right.
So we're not competing with salons because our home is hair salons.
Right.
But at the same time, how can we work together with salons? Like, how can we?
Well, everybody in the industry now, they want to talk about disruption and overtaking and conquesting and whatnot. And we came at it from a completely different standpoint, which is we don't want to put salons out of business. No, we're in a salon.
We're in a salon right now. Yeah,
we want to be able to work together with existing infrastructure, with existing businesses, to both either handle their overflow or to handle if they have downtime.
Yeah.
We've talked to venture capitalists to say, okay, great. Well, how are you disrupting the system? And we went, no. We don't want to. That's not our business model. We're looking for collaboration, not conflict.
And to complement the already existing industry that's already out here in Detroit.
Already out there, yeah. And salons do, like your brick and mortar salons. As we are realizing now, they do have their downtime. That have artists that are sitting around with no clients. So if Coif has an opportunity at the front desk of a salon to be notified of a on-location opportunity that's near their brick and mortar, then why not say, hey, stylist, you know what? You're not generating any money here. Why not go out there, make some money, make a connection, network, and give them our card. Coif doesn't offer color services. We just launched cutting due to COVID-19. Our original launch was styling, special events, makeup for photo shoots. But still, we're keeping some things for salons, and the liability of doing all those services in one's personal leased or owned space is a little high liability. Color and whatnot gets a little dangerous.
Once you start bringing chemicals and different equipment in, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to have that mobile space. Like, imagine that it's the size of like an entire nail salon. You couldn't obviously bring everything there. But there are certain things. I mean, if 80%, 90% of your business could be mobile, why isn't it?
Why isn't it?
Jake, repeat that.
I was saying that, it doesn't make sense to have everything to be mobile, because if you think of the general size of a nail salon or a dye salon or something, someplace like that, that it doesn't make sense to have everything mobile because of the liability of chemicals and equipment and everything. But if 80% of your business could be mobile, why not?
Sure, and that's where we're gravitating towards anyway. So what?
Froze again. Hold on one second. I don't know why our connection keeps going in and out, but if it's still going,
you're back.
It must be some internet connection, whatever, somewhere. But anyway, we'll figure this thing out. So basically, so what about like Detroit Coif? Is it going to be the Detroit Coif app? Is that what we're going to call it, or?
Oh, just Coif app. Coif app.
Coif app, and no one else has such a thing. Coif app.
No, so Coif is, we're starting in Detroit, but we're not going to finish here. It was always meant to be rolled out in beta here, and then venture out in Chicago.
That's going to be huge.
So and we always said if we can make it work in the Midwest, we can make it work anywhere. So the whole point is that we wanted to make it completely decentralized, but do the testing and doing the work here. I mean, not just because we're here, but it's an incredibly diverse area. One of the things about Coif that we wanted to do is say, we can approach things differently because we come from a background of diversity. Detroit metro area has the largest Muslim population outside of the Middle East. So there are rules about going into a Muslim household. So we have people who will say, absolutely, they can, they're educated before they even walk in the front door.
Right.
If you've got somebody right out of school who's only ever touched, white hair, and then they say, no, we're going to go do extensions on something. No, we have when the app launches, it's going to have a pretty extensive video training on to be respectful of the person who's getting the service. That we will go out of our way to make sure that you're getting the very best person for that, as opposed to the first person that just went, yeah, fine.
And then what do you like about initially being perceived as a Detroit company in this type of realm of business as opposed to like an East Coast or West Coast company that you would think that this is where the Coif app would come from? How do you see your business being perceived as coming from Detroit?
I love it. I mean, I think, that's where you're getting into like a little bit more of the disruptive, but at the same time, Detroit, the Michigan and Detroit has always been looked at for style and leadership and automotive. So why not continue Detroit's legacy and launch in this type of service? Like Detroit is a very creative city. Dating back to the very beginning, M1 Woodward, the very first road, goes down Detroit. So like to me, it's actually making Detroit proud that we're constantly being innovative and thinking of new ways to make our name known worldwide.
Right. I mean, and that's one of the things about Detroit is that again, if we can do it here, if we can roll it out in a city that's not New York, not LA, not San Francisco, where it's not going to be, we're not making a huge profit on each thing because we're basing everything off of how can we appeal to the most people and provide a service at a decent price and still give that sort of Manhattan level quality. That we want to make sure that we can get that to everybody as opposed to a very exclusive client base.
I think it's amazing. A mobile app that makes Detroiters, look good. That's gonna, revolutionize.
It keeps Detroit looking good. How about that? We keep Detroit looking good. Yeah,
because a lot of Detroiters are looking good, but
it's already a beautiful city, baby. We're just in here trying to help out.
Yeah. Absolutely, but no, I think it's terrific that you're doing it in the city. And so, what would be the ideal, let's say, Coif client?
I mean, honestly, right now, it's like the segment is always changing. So, before COVID, it was a lot of, let's start off. It's the busy woman. That's the busy woman who is career focused or family focused, but also wants to feel and look good. So I think when we launched it initially, it was like, why should the career mom have to take away time from being at home just to look good for work? Like, why can't we meet her in the office and get her to the black tie event and cut back on her childcare time? And then from there, it grew into the out of town segment, which a lot of wedding parties. Wedding guests a lot of times are traveling from out of town. Like David mentioned, they don't know where to go. They're staying in hotel rooms. You see that awkward train of cars and one person following the bride. So being able to go into a large venue, which we hope to do more of with you guys as well, and provide our service to keep the guest calm in one location, that's a really growing segment for us right now. We actually, as soon as the stay-home order lifted, we booked about 3 or 4 weddings, that are on location. The bride is getting her hair done and makeup done. The in-laws, the bridal party and whatnot are all together now.
Right.
Like we're sitting artists to them.
I think, wow. And I can also see, just the convenience of the Coif app just coming to your house and or office or work and it being safer safer than going into a hair salon or you guys.
Last year we did quite a few like surgeons in the hospital. Like we mentioned before, surgeons, they work these 10 to 15 hour shifts. A lot of times what we don't understand is they have to leave those shifts and go right to a black tie event. So we were actually able to get clearance to go into the hospitals, up to their suites, to help assist them get ready for their fundraiser right after their shift. So just saving them, it's all about saving time. It's not, yes, it's glamorous. I'm not going to deny that, okay. But it's about time. And the more time that we can give you the feeling of, the better you are.
And how about something like affordability? And so it's convenient. Is it affordable? Is Coif affordable?
Because what you're doing at this point with Coif is you're cutting down your expense on like being here in the Metro Detroit area. As you realize, there's a lot of paid parking. If you are a parent, you're paying for childcare, whatnot. So it's not only is Coif service affordable, but it's actually saving you money on some of the other extra things that you don't ever look at. You're not paying for parking with Coif. You can cut back a couple of hours on your sitter because you're at home with your kids getting done. And in my opinion, I think there's nothing better than a kid or young child seeing their mother be treated like a queen. So if you can set the standard right there, seeing mommy get done up at home and spending time with you, then you're pretty much raising, top notch right there.
And I hear a good thing. I talked to, Ulysses earlier in the week, and I was saying, you were saying how you attract a lot of great artists that come to work for Coif, and because you're fair to them. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Oh, tell me about the split.
So the split. So okay. So Coif, yes, artists out there looking to earn additional income. Coif operates on a 70-30 split, meaning Coif will pay you 70% of the commission right off the bat, 100% of your tips right off the bat, and we obviously keep the 30% for booking the talent. Artists like freelancers, their income is never consistent. Yeah. So if Coif can provide a little extra push income for them, why not? Even if you're getting ready to go on a vacation and the salon is slow, Coif has your back. You know what I mean? So that's really attractive to artists because a lot of artists are underpaid for their talent. And there's nothing more painful than seeing an artist leave their artistry because it's not paying the bills. That to me, I personally is a very painful topic because I'm a victim. I was a victim of that, So being able to keep financials in their pocket, keep them creative, to me that keeps the world going round.
I love it. I mean, you call it the Uber, but I almost of mobile, fashion and mobile. I mean, makeup. And do you ever do nails too and stuff like that? Or is
that's a segment that we're talking about.
We're considering rolling that out.
We are. In addition to nails, we're also thinking about our guys. The little guys. Getting a good face shave, hot towel. We can get in your office. You don't have to leave a meeting to get freshened up real quick. We can come in and trim down the brows, trim up the neck area, neck hair. So there's a lot of things, a lot of directions we can go right now, which we're happy to say. There's a few directions we can go.
Every male lawyer we've ever talked to in the process of setting things up said the second that you have men's cuts in office, call us.
Oh yeah! Wow, yep. That's amazing. I mean, almost it's like Instacart. It's like in a way, you're gonna get, instead of personal shoppers, you're gonna get personal artists that come to you. And I see that.
That's a long-term goal. The funny part is, just the other day, I was listening to a commercial for Stitch Fix, and I'm like, they would be a great partnership. They already dress you. Why not come in and do your hair and makeup? Like Stitch Fix is the personal shopper. They send you clothes based off your style. I'm like, who can I contact over there to partner with Coif? We have another angle for them to be more attractive, as David mentioned. The hotels. It's about getting Coif's name out there, but it's like, how can Coif improve your guest experience? That's the segment that I really stand firm on. It's about giving the guest a unique buying experience.
Yeah, so the Coif app has a lot of different applications, and I think it's so cool that it's starting in Detroit. Do you have any events or anything planned for the end of 2020 or early 2021? Something that you'd like us to promote?
We got sidetracked this year, obviously, with our health scare. But I would love to jump back on for the auto show. I think the auto show preview, we could get that maybe launched here in the city of Detroit, which I know we can do it. for next year. I would love Coif to be featured at the Auto Show Preview Black Tie fundraiser. I would love our artists to be at the front door to coif the guests as they enjoy their evening. Just a little touch up here and there. So that's the big one in the hotels right now.
We've actually talked to event planners about that, about the option of, of having it on location. As people coming into a black tie event and whatnot, go, oh, we have professional makeup artists over here. If you'd like to, hang your jackets up over here and have a seat in the chair.
Yeah.
Yes, there's coif. One person can call one coif artist and show up, but we've also done things where one coif artist will just simply be at a location. We've done that for in Detroit before.
Yeah, that's Detroit.
And
there was a fundraiser event where we actually we were not sponsored. We were able to set up a booth, and as the guests enjoyed their evening, they could take a moment to come over and just be touched up, throughout the evening, and then that kind of launched. I promise you, I do sleep at night. But that also launched a whole other idea of, being able to offer, like David said, just a package deal where an artist can be assigned to your event for an hourly rate. That way they're there throughout the whole, whatever time you are allowed them to be there, whether it's your wedding reception. Those are very emotional events, and why not? There's so many pictures at the most emotional events, so why not be touched up and have good memories? Fabulous memories versus like oh my God, no one told me I look like that moment.
I mean, people gotta really, appreciate.
It was one sec here.
There you go. So repeat that again.
It's okay. No, people gotta really appreciate it. Especially a lot of guys. I did a commercial on Monday for some Penn Medical through Productions Plus, the talent shop, and there was a makeup artist, doing up my face, making me look, I guess, younger or look better. And a lot of guys especially overlook the fact that, they could look a lot better.
Yeah.
And that, there would be more of a convenient, there might be some people out there that don't even, like a guy, for instance, maybe he doesn't want to be seen in a
I think a lot of that is we sometimes forget that our day-to-day sometimes takes a toll on our appearance, so we're busy on a day-to-day basis, and we still don't really ever stop to take a look in the mirror at ourselves and what are we representing. So on that commercial tip, like, you better call Coif for your next commercial.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right. I'm holding you to that.
Then you have to be camera ready. So, I mean, whether you're going to, I'm a filmmaker apart from all of this too. So whenever you are going to show up on a red carpet thing, or there's a launch of a new movie or whatnot, when someone's going to be taking your picture, it may not even have to be an interview, which is great. And we've actually provided services for people that are going to go on be Fox 2 morning because they don't go through the Fox makeups. You have to show up like that. But yeah, if you're going out and you're going to be in an event where you're going to be photographed quite a bit, you're going to be doing a Q&A or something like that. Absolutely. So it's it can be done either individually. We've got where we have people on site for groups. We partnered with we'll tell them what the little girl.
Dream Seed. Yeah, I mean, even for like little girl birthday parties, we actually last year partnered with a local company here in Michigan called Dream Seed. That they are a venue for little girls' birthday parties. So being able to bring in makeup artists to do animal faces or princess makeup for little kids parties is another. I mean, there's so many options. We're so blessed. Like, we literally, and that's the main benefit of Coif. If you can take away anything, there's nothing that Coif cannot be a part of, because we all need to be coiffed.
Well, listen, I really see it, in the future, people going on their Coif app and just, especially, a wedding, and they something fell through maybe, and they just need the convenience of, everybody being there in one place, and, not running around like chickens with their head cut off, and, going to, a location.
People that running around for me to do.
Right. So, I mean, beauty's going to come to you rather than you going to it. And I mean, this is amazing. So give us your website again for.
You can find us. Our website is www.coifapp.com.
COIFAPP.com.
Also, Facebook and Instagram, Coif app as well. So we're there. Like us, follow us, submit your request to us, ask us a question. There's nothing we can't answer.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming on 313 Believe. We may do another follow-up to this interview, because it seems really interesting as you develop, and I could see you guys really just really going bonkers in 2021, and as we go into the new year with all the restrictions coming
We're
up.
all gonna need a fresh look by the time we go into 2021. So I think we're all due for a little makeover then.
Well, and the good thing is if the pandemic has shown us anything, it's that companies that have been able to pivot, they've been able to sort of shake up how they did do things. And I mean, think of how many companies are allowing work from home work right now. And my wife alone just did a video interview for a new job right now. So even something like that, if you have, we've got people who are being interviewed on CNN in their living rooms and whatnot. So yeah, I mean, even Zoom ready makeup, if it's important enough, it's one of those things that, the companies that were able to adapt and adopt for this new, I hate to use the word paradigm, but this new paradigm of everything is moving toward mobile, everything is moving toward at home. I think the companies that can adapt to that are the ones that are going to survive. Yeah. And the ones that are like, nope, I'm strictly brick and mortar, I'm not changing, I think they're going to have troubles in the future.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Really, these days it's selling yourself online and how you look, and I'm sure I can look better too. But the thing is wow, I think it's great. Well, I applaud you guys for starting in Detroit, and Detroit is an innovation factory, really. And I think that's terrific. So we'll look at this piece, this interview, have you guys check it out, and we're going to post it online here, 313 Believe on YouTube, and 313 Believe on SoundCloud.
Like all that. Give it all to us, yeah.
And then hopefully once the Foundation Studio pops off again at the Detroit Foundation Hotel, we'll actually do a real interview, a live interview. With this Zoom stuff is fun.
Can't wait.
Sorry for the glitches, but hey, we're working with what we have.
It's part of technology. I think we're used to technology by now.
Yeah, we're all adapting. So you guys.
And likewise, anything that Coif can be a part of or assist you with, please let us know. We'll be happy to show up and do our job.
I'm already thinking of some events that we were talking to Detroit Artist Test Lab down on the east side. They're going to be doing events. Maybe there'll be something there. There's a lot of partnerships that we're forming, 313 Believe, all over the city. And, we shout out to Nara Detroit and Funky 7, where we have an apparel brand too. But, we just like to invigorate Detroit businesses and, put together actually entertainment events that promote Detroit business.
We appreciate it.
In the future, we'd like to put together an entertainment event or production that promotes, Coif app. And I think there's something we could plan for the future. So
that's awesome
for coming on the show, and then we'll take it from there, and we'll figure this is
that works.
Very, very excited. I have a funny feeling you guys should really make your pitch for things like Detroit Demo Day and all the different grants out there. And all
We're ready.
We can't wait.
We can't wait for
those out there. It'll be great. So thank you so much for coming on 313.
Well, thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And we'll talk to you soon. All right.
All right.
Bye bye.
Be Coif.